My name is Alex Janaway. My job title is Associate Producer, and essentially that means that for the particular team I work with, we write the content for a computer game. So I essentially line manage these guys, solve problems, liaise with all the other departments and make sure everything runs to schedule. I've worked with a number of teams throughout my career. I've gone from running a team of soldiers to running a team of creatives, which offers its own challenges. They don't take orders for a start. We can discuss issues with the game and the design and storylines, and it's our job. But actually, we do that anyway. You know, if we weren't in this work environment, we'd be talking about the same stuff. So that's what makes it such fun. I found a job at JAGX, funnily enough, through a careers advisor. And I was based at an Army Education Centre, and this guy, who I know very well, said to me, a guy he knew I was leaving the Army, said, "Oh, I saw an advert in the local paper for a computer games company. Why don't you have a look?" I went, "Okay." And I applied for the job, and I got it, and it was the first job I applied for after announcing I was leaving the Army. So it's a pretty easy transition for me. I actually went to a Catholic school for boys, so it meant I discovered girls late. But I loved it there. Again, it was a great environment just for learning, being creative, and I mean, I ended up doing English literature, history, classics and general studies as my A-levels. Became head boy as well. Going on from school, I then went and studied film studies at university, and again, that was a passion that I'd fostered at school, and that's always been my big love, is film studies, fantasy, sci-fi genre. Funnily enough, I work at a computer games company now. So the Army actually was never a plan. The Army sort of happened later on after university. I was working in London at a movie stills archive, but I actually found that there was something lacking from my life. And I guess what it was a sense to be part of something bigger than myself, to feel that I was involved on the world stage. And I thought, well, I need to do something about that, and okay, I know, I'll join the Army. And so I just walked into the Army recruitment office one day and said, "I'd like to be an officer, please." My path in the Army actually started out with Royal Engineers. That was my first sort of half of my Army career. For the first few years, I was running around building bridges, blowing stuff up. And then after a few years of doing all that good stuff, I thought, well, again, I think now's the time to try something different within the Army, see what else I can do. So I then moved to the education corps of the Army. And then the second big point in my life was actually meeting my future wife, because then that kind of drove a lot more of my career decisions, because then I had different imperatives. The Army requires certain things of you, requires you to give up certain levels of freedom. And I guess for me, having reached a certain age, having put roots down, I had to choose between one or the other, and she came first. I play computer games, I play tabletop war games, and I write as well. And that's my other passion in life. It's my big hobby. I've actually getting my first novel published next month. Trying to get a book published is not an easy thing, and it takes a long, long time for it to happen. And again, you persevere, you keep trying, and you keep writing. That's come to fruition now, which is another fantastic aspect of my life. Where do I see myself in 10 years? Oh my goodness. Hopefully I'll still be working in the games industry. It's fantastic, it's creative, it ticks all the boxes for me. And in a perfect world, I'd also still be writing as well. All the choices I've made have brought me to this point now, and I'm really happy where I am. If I could do it all again, I think I probably at school would have made more of an effort to learn more, be more involved in filmmaking. But again, no regrets, because I made another choice and had a fantastic time.